Hey guys, this is Hope from the Rhinestone World, and today I'm going to show you how to do a 3-color press. I'm going to cut, weed, and press this full design. Alright, so now that we have all of our transfers cut, now we just need to weed them out. And one thing to note about this distress pattern is that we've made it specifically so it's easy to weed. And if I hold this design up a little bit, you see that none of the design has actually picked up off of the carrier sheet. This is because I turned the speed down really low on my cutter. Usually I cut out about 50 for a regular design. For something as intricate as a distressed vinyl design, I actually turned down the speed to about 15, and it allowed the cutter to cut that really smoothly, so we still get the distressed lines in here, but it didn't pick up any of that vinyl. So I'm just going to go ahead and start weeding. And the nice thing about a distress pattern is you really don't need to be too careful when you're weeding it out, because at the end of the day it's supposed to look distressed. So if there's any little pieces missing, well, of course it's just because of the design, right? So we'll just pick this part up. Alright, so now that we have our full design cut and weeded, now it's time to press. So we're going to do a front pocket design on the front, and then we're going to do across the back of the shirt. I'm going to start with a small front pocket. So I have my t-shirt here. I'm going to line it up on my press. And we're just going to do a quick 1-second pre-press. That's going to get rid of any moisture or any wrinkles that are on the shirt. Now we're going to take our first design. Now this is a 3-color design. So we are going to do a quick 1 to 2 second press for each one. So we're just going to line this up, and for a front pocket what we do is we line up the left hand side of the design with the right hand side of the collar. So put that right there, and you can do it about armpit height. That'll work. Again, we're just going to do a 1 to 2 second press. This is just going to adhere the vinyl to the shirt and allow it to come off of the transfer sheet, because we've got 2 more presses to go. Take our second color and line that right up. Again, 1 to 2 second press. And now we're going to do our third color. So for our last color, we're going to do the full 10 to 15 seconds. So we're going to line this right up over top. That's all set. And we're going to drop our press for the full 10 to 15 seconds. Now one thing to note is it's really important that you don't do a full press for your first 2 presses. If you do, the vinyl could shrink, you could have it not line up, or you could just ruin your first 2 presses. So you don't want to do that. You want to make sure we're doing the right amount. So we can peel this off. Alright, it looks pretty cool. So here is our finished front pocket. Now we just need to start working on the back. Okay, so we're going to do the same exact thing for the back of the shirt. I have my shirt lined up on the center of the press. I did my quick 1-second pre-press. Now I'm just going to line up this design right here in the center of the shirt. One to 2 second press, and lift that up. We will keep moving with our second 2 layers here. Make sure there's no wrinkles. One to 2 seconds again. And we'll peel off this transfer paper. Now we have our final press. Alright, so now that I have my white layer all lined up, I can do our final 10 to 15 second press. Now one thing that you guys can note when you're pressing the front and the back of the shirt is just looking at where the collar's set up. You don't want that collar to come through on any of your heat transfer vinyl. So I lined up my back design actually lower than the front collar, just so that wouldn't interfere at all. So we can peel this up. And there we have it. That shirt is complete. So we have a full 3-color distressed look on the front and the back of the shirt. And it wasn't that difficult to weed at all. There we go.